guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on the second episode of Room for Improvement, we have Omar from Premium Mobile Detailing out of Modesto, California. We're gonna go over his van setup, process and procedure, some small efficiencies we can help him out with. You know we're gonna put him on the clock on the setup, so tune in for this one.
I'm Omar. I'm owner of Premium Mobile Detailing based in Modesto. I cover Stanislaus County in the Bay Area. For Joel to help me out today, see if I can cut down time and be more efficient. We're gonna start by showing you my setup.
So we're Omar with Premium Mobile Detail. Got his van set up. From the looks of it, Omar, you've been watching our videos?
Most definitely.
So the little backstory, Omar reached out to us. He was one of our first mobile detailers that worked with us on our consultation service. And from the looks of it, he took notes and went to work. Go ahead, Omar.
Yeah, so I was mostly working with reels before. So I mean, I wanted to start with a vacuum, but I got to work with what I had. I already purchased everything, so I basically just mounted everything, make everything more efficient and more effective. So I got my vacuum, air, electrical, pressure washer, 2 foam cannons.
Now, the last time you came out, you didn't have your setup here like this. You want to talk to us about what changed and how you got this to this point?
Yeah, so from when we last saw each other, I mean, I was carrying a 275-gallon tank, so I was filling it halfway through. So I was carrying 1,000 gallons of water a day. So I mean, the van was definitely heavier.
1,000 pounds.
Yeah, 1,000 pounds. Was that what I said?
1,000 pounds.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I was carrying 1,000 pounds of water. So I mean, the van definitely felt heavier, braking, acceleration, and definitely fuel economy. You know, gas ain't no joke right now. But tank capacity, and definitely the air compressor, because I had a huge air compressor that, you know, it kept messing up the generator. So definitely more efficient now.
And I also remember that you were running with gallons of chemicals, right?
Yeah, I had a huge cabinet, huge steel cabinet. All my chemicals, I carried them. So I don't carry no more chemicals. I have everything on my shelves now, just 16-ounce spray bottles.
More organization means efficiency.
Yes, sir.
Since the downgrade. Any mishaps with that?
No, I mean, I don't regret it at all. I do it again. Ever since then, I mean, my air compressor is much stronger. You know, the vacuum's the same. The only thing I downgraded was the water tank, the air compressor, and all the weight I used to have. So now it's more efficient. So details are usually quicker now because I don't have to put stuff in the van and out.
Omar, so let me get this straight. You downsize, have less tools, more space, less chemicals, and that has been proven effective for you?
Yeah, definitely more money in my pocket at the end of the day.
Wow. Smaller, maybe better for some of you guys.
And the look of your business are also affected by this. You're not showing up looking sloppy. You're organized. When people drive by looking at your van, there's a lot more curb appeal, and people probably want to do business with you more. Are you noticing more people approaching you?
More people approaching me, asking me for cards, prices. Definitely more professional.
So now we're gonna go through the specs really quickly and kind of ask some questions here and there as they arise. So what is the length on your vacuum hose?
Turning off all 50-foot lengths.
Okay.
So that's what works for me at the moment, you know.
So 50 foot's working. You got your Tornador gun. You got your electrical extension. You have your Predator. What is this? A
3500.
3500 Predator. And then it looks like you have a blower back here as well as a Bissell spot cleaner. Fortress tank, what is that, a 2 gallon?
That's 2 gallons.
2 gallon.
I downgraded from, I think, a 20 gallon.
20 gallon to 2 gallons. So we're
gallons.
talking 20 gallons to 2 gallon, guys. If you're not understanding, if you're running a mobile business, size-wise, that is huge. How big was your other one? So give the people about a measurement height-wise.
So I used to carry it on top of the wheel well. So it was like this big. It was cylinder. So it had the old style of motor. So it was super loud, and the generator couldn't keep up.
So now you're fine.
Yeah, the generator kept tripping, and you know, that was more downtime as well.
And I see you have 2 foam guns. What's the reasoning behind the 2 foam guns?
I have 2 for
2 foam cannons, I mean.
Whenever I run out, I don't have to fill up at the site.
There you go. And I see that they're full.
Yeah.
This man has taken notes. This man has turned his business around. This man is getting more clients. This man is saving money. This guy is listening to people with experience who know what they're doing, who are trying to help him. He says he watches YouTube every day, improving his setup, improving his business, improving everything. And sometimes that's what it takes. If you're coming into something new, you need to learn. So keep yourself open to learning. We haven't seen Omar in 7 to 8 months ago that we saw you. So from 7 months ago to this is like You know, it's like night and day. So a couple things I want to highlight that I noticed immediately was that he does have an exterior bucket ready to go. So I'm assuming as soon as you start, you just grab this bucket and go to work. And you also have a dedicated drill brush, a drill brush compartment that you're able to take to your workstation when you work. Do you work with the table?
I do for full detail. I do for mini details. I usually go in and out the van because it's pretty straightforward service.
Are you working with any kind of rolling rack or anything that you set up outside as well?
Just the Olympia folding table.
Folding table, I have that actually linked in the description below. So if you guys need that, it's a very good, very useful tool. So he knew this one was coming. We're gonna put him on the clock. We're gonna see how fast his setup is.
So I guess I'm gonna have to put this work in on this Honda HRV. It's ceramic coated. We're gonna do a maintenance on it. Get all the bugs out. A lot of bugs. Definitely needs maintenance.
Omar, so it starts. We're gonna put you on the clock. We're gonna watch your setup. We're gonna be taking notes to see if we can incorporate anything to speed up, to get more efficient. Also, we can take out any other additional steps that you may do during your setup time. Got it?
Yes,
let's go. Omar, your time starts now.
Sounds good.
On the clock. Omar, excellent setup time, man. Minute 17 seconds before you start touching the car. But I'm looking, and to me, it doesn't look like your setup. Walk me through your setup.
Well, for exterior, I mainly, after the wheels, I just rinse the whole car, foam it up, throw this on the windshield, make sure it has foam, and that's when I start the contact wash. And after I just start rinsing.
So this is your exterior wash setup. This is how you do every exterior wash.
Yeah, pretty much.
Copy that. Omar, you're not running with any buckets. You got one wash mitt. Is that an issue for you?
No issue. After each use, I always rinse them.
All right, my man. Omar, so I'm asking because I'm still curious. When you got a messed up vehicle, this is all your setup. The reason why I'm asking, because you probably gonna get a lot of backlash as to this is all you got, this is all you're running with? No, only one mitt, that's it?
Yeah, well, I have multiple mitts in the bucket. After each one, I rinse it, put it back. I use the top one because it's the cleanest. So usually for like a super muddy vehicle, you know, I always pressure wash everything out. And then the mitt, I put it for the foam, agitation wash, just rinse the mitt.
So that bucket doesn't come out?
No, usually I never take out the bucket.
Okay.
I see you got your pump sprayer. Also, we also went to the lab and we got more efficient as well. Check this out. Take some time.
All right, I guess I'm gonna give this one a shot. Yeah, definitely a game changer. Oh yeah.
You're never going back, huh?
Omar, why don't you go ahead and use this for your pre-soak all around the car. You tell me how it feels.
That's good.
How you like that?
Oh, loving it.
Oh, my man.
All right, so now we're gonna start with the wash. My process is usually wheels first, pre-rinse, bugs, and then rinse the whole vehicle, foam it, contact wash, and then final rinse. Sal's about to help me jump into this, but just so you know, I don't have DI water.
Woo! So we really got to put them things on them.
Go ahead.
We're having some technical difficulties here. Waiting for Omar to fix his cannon, and we'll be back at it. Got these towels, we gotta get our dry on. It's hot out here, and the water over here, a lot of minerals, so we got no time to waste.
initial setup time, fantastic. A few things that we did catch were the bucket needs to come out for your exterior wash equipment, because if you are working on a truck or something, you don't want to have to go back to grab your extension pole. You don't want to have to go back to grab an additional mitt. You should have all the mitts you need out, ready to go. And the safety side is glove up before you start working on the vehicle. You never know what you're going to run to, so make sure that you have those gloves on before you get the car started. Towels, the towels were not out. If you're not running with DI water, you need to do everything in your power to make sure that water does not dry on the surface. Part of that is going to be having your towels out ready to go as soon as you're done. You also need to be using a drying aid to help repel the water from the car's surface, so you have as minimal of water on the surface area as possible while you're drying to reduce the time of drying. A technical malfunction with your foam cannons. Higher quality products mean more reliability, mean more consistent work, and which means that obviously less downtime. Great job, but there's always room for improvement, guys.
So when you did your exterior wash, your setup, this was your setup, right? Got something for you. Here you go. You did some reconfiguration in there. You got a lot more room in your van. How about you just have this and your drying towels in there? No longer you break this down. That comes out your van just like this. You put these in here. So bam, your setup is all right here already out your van. We gave you some more things to take out of the van. You'll probably have less time now with more steps because everything's like this coming out your van. Bada boom. We call these the feet of the car. So if these are really bad, you could just spray them and let them soak. These aren't bad at all. So in the midst of your vacuuming, you should be doing this too. Get your towel, pick that up, clean, on. See how quick that was? Yeah. Yeah. And with all the pre-work, for us, we don't need this, the brush. We do the drill brush and the compressed air. We just go in with the vacuum, and our vacuum is not very powerful. Yeah. So when I'm doing the vacuuming as well, I make sure I have 2 towels, one interior, one a grimy towel. So that way, when I'm done vacuuming, at the same time I back up, I bring the grimy towel and I get the door jams. So that way, I don't have to come back and get the door jams. That's done. 2 birds, 1 stone.
There are some things that just need to be combined that are going to cut down time drastically. About halfway through the interior, he's doing the full vacuum and the Tornador. He does need to do the panels and the windows. He's just basically doing a very basic wipe down on the interior and just a glass cleaning with the simple vacuum, no stain removal. But what we're seeing is an opportunity to combine tasks, whether it's Tornador and vacuuming, whether it's door jams and vacuuming. Sounds. Where'd you learn those steps?
From you.
What were your steps before?
Before I used to use a brush everywhere before I learned about the Scrub Ninja. So much more time, more effort, and finish it off with air. Use crevices nice and dry for a more professional, cleaner look.
Okay, so now that we're done with the exterior contact wash and the interior, we gave tips on both how to execute a little bit faster, how to get started and set up faster, also how to combine a few different techniques as you're working on the interior to speed up the process. So now we're gonna jump into Omar's van and try to get the organizational skills just kind of squared in. He's already pretty much there, but we're gonna really try to get it squared up to where this thing is super efficient, super fast, and super clean for him to work out of. So upon first view, what I'm seeing is there's a lot of things in the middle on the ground that can be moved out. Organization-wise, it's pretty clean. There's not much clutter. There's not a lot of tools that are not being used. I think it's more of just tidying up and getting it to where we can access things a little bit faster. So we're gonna do everything we can to try to make it a little bit more accessible for him to be able to jump into his details a little bit faster. So organization and safety should go hand in hand. Right now, I'm noticing that there's a lot of loose cables running through here. What I'm doing is I'm zip tying down all the cables that are loose. This guy was going across loosely through here. That causes an issue for tripping, for snagging, for breakage. So we want to make sure everything is tidied down. So what I'm doing is I'm zip tying it down so it's underneath, it's along this guy here, and it's safe. You're not going to be able to trip over it. You're not going to be able to get it caught on anything. It's in a safe, secure place, and we're good to go. We're trying to get everything out of the center. I stacked, all of these were loose on the ground. What I did was I stacked them and I put them underneath his rolling bench. So they're combined, they're together. This guy was lying downward, wasting about 5 inches outward. We stacked it up, put it next to this tire. Now it'll be strapped in snug. Have a clear pathway. Omar, towels. What's up with all these towels? Why are they everywhere? We're gonna get a designated area for these towels. He doesn't need to be carrying all of these. He's not running a used car dealership. So he maybe only needs 5 of these max, which he could probably carry up front. So we're gonna get rid of this big box. We're gonna get these condensed, and we're gonna get all this stuff in an orderly fashion so he's able to operate even smoother than he is now. We noticed that there was a few things that were separated. Some of the hoses and accessories for the actual tools were in separate places. We had a whole area here where we had all of the hoses for his blower as well as his steamer, while the steamer and the blower were here. So now we're hanging the blower hose over here, and we're gonna hang the steamer hose here. So when they grab the component, they're able to grab the accessory with it, saving time.
We've been working on the van space utilization for the last 15 minutes. Not too many things that we changed, but the changes that we did have were dramatic. Your toolbox, the toolbox here was facing this way. So in order to get to it, you have to move the whole toolbox. No more. We just moved the toolbox facing out. Accessibility now, perfect. On both sides, we had some areas that where the space wasn't being utilized. Here we put the extractor here, make some room there. All that miscellaneous stuff over here, more organized. We move his towel setup. So Omar, a few small changes, but very big impact. You got your rolling cart here. It's no longer you have to break it down. It's set up with your exterior wash, your drill bit, got everything you need to do exterior. And I'm sure you're gonna add to this as you go on what you need. So all you have to do is just take it out. It's already set up with dramatic setup time. Instant. All you gotta do now is take this out, turn your generator on, roll out your hose, and start touching the vehicle. We got rid of the cutter that was right here. We moved the cheese steamer over here. He had a rolling chair that was over here, and now we have it set up over here. So now you got a rest station in his van. He has his blower back here. Secure, not going nowhere. Boom, space efficiency.
Small changes, big difference. Now pull this cart out, pull out his pressure washer, and he's ready to start going to work. So by doing a few small things and utilizing the space that he has in there, he's now able to access everything around him from one spot, guys. He's not moving everywhere. From one location, grab everything, arm's reach. He also has a rest station in there that was not being utilized at all. He got this beautiful skylight up here. Use it. So that concludes our consult today in episode 2 of Room for Improvement with Omar at Premium Mobile Detailing out of Modesto, California. Omar, how do you feel about today's consultation?
Yeah, a lot of the room for improvement. I mean, there's never there's never a time where you just stay where you are. You're always improving. So definitely learned a lot today. A lot of tips and tricks, and definitely more organization in the van.
Was already starting the organization process, the efficiency process. He spent the day with us prior. So it was nice to see him and to see his improvement and see where he's going. This will be an ongoing journey of constantly evolving as his techniques increase in ability, as his speed increases, and also as his approach differs from situation to situation depending on the style of detailing he's doing.
All right, Omar, so we'll get you in the books in 2 to 3 months, and we want to see where you take it from here.
Sounds good.
So for Joel and Sal with details, and Omar on behalf of Premium Mobile Detailing out of Modesto, California, thank you again. Remember, there's always room for improvement. We learned something today. Omar learned something today. I hope you guys did, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. And if you would like us to help you guys with your detailing business, put in the comments, and we'll reach out to you guys.
All right, guys, that's it for details. We'll see you on the next one.